E o Sacy, que reagiu à entrevista do Aspas e ele achou muito engraçado, olha aí. Sim, rapaziada, eu sou o Valorant Cortes do TikTok e se você acompanha o Valorant há algum tempo, você já deve ter visto algum vídeo meu. E esse é um novo projeto no YouTube e espero muito o apoio de vocês. Então se você puder curtir, comentar e se inscrever, eu vou agradecer muito. E se tiver alguma crítica, comenta aí que eu vou estar lendo. E é isso, fica com o vídeo aí.
Podemos? Entrevista em inglês, mano. Não quero ver como é que tá esse inglês do Eric também. Tá estranho. Vambora.
A close day today. And I find a performance that I find many were expecting to have, but unfortunately just not able to edge it out. Talk me through the day through your perspective.
It was a super
Mas foi
close
pós.
game.
Foi pós-jogo.
It was
né?
very
Tá.
fun to play against G2. I love playing against them because I like playing against good players and they are all good players. So for me, it was a very fun match, as it always been. So it was a super close game and I had a lot of fun.
I think so. Yeah, and considering a lot of the other G2 players also said the same thing as well. You know, they shared the same opinion that it was a very fun game, right? Many of them also talk a lot about your
Diferente pra
prowess and
eles,
how
né? Eles
good
ganharam,
you
mano,
are
a gente
specifically
sofreu.
on the server too. So, you know, clearly they also like, you know, facing you as well, which is really honestly beautiful to see. It brings a tear to my eye, I might say. But aside from that, though, look, one thing that I had a burning question for. Why didn't Verno have a jersey, bro? What's going on? Why was he wearing a
Verdade,
shirt?
né?
What's up?
I don't really know what happened. I was not paying attention, but he didn't have a jersey for the first match, the first map, and he had for the second. But I don't remember what happened because I was not paying attention. But somehow he was with a normal shirt.
Será que
But
ele esqueceu,
for me,
mano?
what matters is that he had a shirt.
Okay, so what I'm seeing,
Ah, ele
what I'm
esqueceu em casa.
understanding is that Verno sometimes comes to practice shirtless. Is that so then?
Yeah.
No. He always have a shirt. No worries. He always have a shirt.
All right, he always has a shirt. That's good to know. Okay. Because I mean, I looked around and I was just taken in shock. I was like, wait, this is weird. Like that's you know, it just looked off case essentially. Speaking on the same vein of clothing though, look, I this directly is a question from Kaplan, coach of Sentinels, as he made up, right? He specifically asked me to ask you, like about the turtleneck tech. He says you always look so warm and cozy with it on, man. Like so talk me through why you always have like the underlayer. Is it your secret? Is it just a designer clothing choice?
Nem ele deve saber porque ele usa.
I always used, but before a long time ago, I used just a normal shirt under, so it wasn't turtleneck. And I think it was on 23 or no, it was on 24. I started using a turtleneck, and I like it a lot. Like it looks good. It's very comfortable. So I just started using every single time because like cold,
Ai, caralho.
I never feel because I have the turtleneck under and I have the jersey on top. So getting cold, I never cold. So Riot, they give some hand warmers, but I never use them. So I just give to my teammate because I already have the turtleneck under.
Okay, so you're warm on the outside, but you're ice cold on the server.
Like é meme ambulante, cara. Que ódio.
That's what I love to see, brother. Going a bit back towards the team stuff, though, is you guys have had an incredible elevation in just a level of your game and like how you all perform together, specifically coming out of kickoff, right? From your perspective, what was that growth period like compared to where you're at right now?
I still think that we have a lot to improve, and we are improving at a really fast rate. So now we're gonna fix the mistakes that we had. It was a really close match against the Bangkok finalists. They are a really good team. They won kickoff. They are good since last year. So they are a really good team. That's why I love playing against them. I love all the players that they have. And even like that was a very close match. So I think our team still has a long line to improve. And I know that we can get there.
Yeah. I think so too, right?
Tá.
Because you seem to have like a strong belief in this team and like every one of these players, right? You
Yeah.
you talk a lot
There.
about how like how much you guys can grow. Why do you believe in them so much, Aspas? Like, why do you think this team just like has like that secret sauce, you know?
I see the potential in everyone.
Hmm.
I know that they can go to very high heights.
Hmm.
So I see the potential.
Calma em English.
Okay. All right. So if you were to talk to me a little bit about, let's say, a couple of players or each player's potential, like, like, is it specific aspects about them? Is it just qualities? Is it mindsets perhaps about them that you see that you're like, oh, this is nice. I like this. Yeah.
They have like a hunger, like they want to win. You can just see by their eyes in the day by day that they want to win.
Okay.
And this is something that I love in them.
Right. And is it the same
Yeah.
hunger that you also have, Aspas?
I have the same.
See, that's
A new routine. Waking up 6 a.m. and playing.
6
É verdade, tá acordando
So
cedo,
you
né? Ele
wake
tá
up
abrindo
6
live
a.m.,
cedo.
dunk your head in the water, right? In the ice cold water, and then you play. Wait, are you actually getting up to play at 6 a.m.? Really?
I'm waking up 6 a.m. I order a Starbucks because when I wake up at 6 a.m. I have like not the energy to go there walking, so I order a DoorDash. I eat a Starbucks
Caralho, Eric.
and let's go ranked.
That's
É.
insane. That's
Meu
your morning
Deus
routine.
do céu, cala a boca. Cara.
You're a psycho. You're you know what? I mean, I can
Cadê
do
a Nath,
nothing
cara?
but
Tem que, mano,
respect it.
ensinar a menina a fazer
because-
cafezinho.
Look, you are better at this game than I will ever be in 1,000 years of trying. So you clearly know what to do. That's still insane, though. That is wild that you're doing all this shit. It's so early on. On another lighter note that I find is, by the way, bro, how good is Soul Loving right now?
Uma entrevista mais contraída.
Wow.
Bro,
The last episode,
peak,
the battle against
the greatest.
Peru.
Yo, it was so sick.
I didn't saw the episode from today yet.
It's okay. It's fine. It's fine. You can go home and watch it, bro. Don't worry. I won't say anything, but it's like, you know, it's just.
It's okay. I know everything that happened. I read the light novel and the manga like 3 years ago. The light novel I read
Como é
3
que ele
years
fala?
ago.
Como é
and
que
the
ele
manga-
fala? Peraí. Mão.
It's just.
It's okay. I know everything that happened. I read the light novel and the manga like 3 years ago.
Meu
The light
Deus do céu,
novel I read
esquece.
3 years ago and
Manga,
the manga
foda-se.
was still going out, so I was like getting episodes weekly.
Wow. Okay. See, because I didn't do that. I was reading the manhwa like weekly. I didn't bother to read it. I didn't know you were a light novel reader too, bro. You're like really into it, man. I respect that. By the way, I don't know if you've seen, or I don't know if you read this manga right now. This is my favorite
sabia que
manga
tinha
right now.
isso.
This one, which you can kind of see. Hold on here. This one right here. This is my favorite one. You can kind of see the thing. So
A little bit.
So it's called Star Embracing Swordmaster is what it's called.
Okay, I saw. I read in a website. You have like all the mangas there, and I saw this one there. I didn't read, but I saw him there.
Okay, all right.
Conversa
It is-
aleatória,
I'm
cara.
telling you, Aspas, this one,
Recommendation?
this is my favorite one that I'm reading right now.
I'm gonna read.
Yeah.
I'm gonna read it.
Because I know you and I have read a lot of similar ones, right? This is it. This is
You are reading Swordmaster Youngest Son, right?
Of course, bro. Yeah.
Oh, this one is so good.
It's so good, man. It
Que
keeps
da
getting
hora.
better
É
each
da
and
hora
every
essa
single
entrevista. Tô
week, bro.
gostando.
Oh,
Que legal.
the last chapter that they posted, they said that they're gonna take a short break, one month break.
Because it's the end of the season, right? Yeah.
They're gonna take a 1 month break. No,
I know, bro. It's they do
Que
this
maneiro,
a
que
lot,
maneiro.
man. But then you think like, I know, I understand. It's hard. I've been there for a lot of these, but you and I both have, bro. But like we know that they'll come back better. The story,
Yeah.
oh yes.
O
Clay, so
Aspas
it's
tá
okay.
adorando
So in the
nessa
meantime, look,
entrevista, cara.
So
Tá se
Star with
divertindo.
Swordmaster, I'm telling you, right now,
I'm gonna read it.
it only has 84 chapters. It's still releasing weekly. It comes
Just
out on
84?
84. Yeah.
Easy.
That's what I'm saying, right, dude? 84. That's a day. You're done.
Yeah, easy. That's
Yeah.
easy.
Yeah, 84. It comes out on Mondays. So you know what? So
Monday's okay.
yeah, so it's just a good way to start off your week, man. Oh, it's so good, right? Okay. Anyways, back to the talking about the game.
Okay.
I should probably do that, right? But on another note, I what I also want to get, because you talk a lot about, you know, people and fans specifically giving you like patience, right? Because like I remember the beginning months of kickoff were rough. From your perspective, do you think fans kind of like are really quick to jump to conclusions, overreact, especially when it comes to,
So
you know,
ele vai estar
players and
embora, mano.
teams with high expectations, right?
Depends a lot. Like in some cases, when a lineup is together for a long time, it's not giving results, the fans murder them. But right now, in this case, that we are a new
Depends.
lineup, it's our first year together. We've been together for, let me see, we've been together for 3 months. I think they gave patience to us. They are being really kind, and that's really cool. We're showing results. Like even the fact that we lost today was a really close match. Wasn't like a stomp against G2.
Yeah.
That is a really good team.
Yeah.
We got top 3 in kickoff, so we are growing really fast.
I think so too, and I think from where I see it, right, it's like the run looks good, and hopefully I'll be able to see you guys in Toronto. It would be cool. I live in Toronto, so it would be very nice to have you all here in my city. It'd be very, very cool.
We're gonna have a in-person interview.
Yes, sir. I would love that. Yeah, I love that. And then we could also trade like favorites, talk more about Manuel some more. It'd be really nice. Yeah.
O cara tá felizão também, né? Da hora.
Yes, sir.
Legal.
Final question I had is, this is something that I thought of in my head. Look, now that you guys have signed Sacy to your team, what is the scenario where Sacy subs in?
Ah, não.
Is there any
Por que
scenario
eu apareci
at
na
all?
entrevista, cara? Não.
Who knows?
velho.
Who knows?
Que who knows, filha da puta?
Okay. All right.
At least this year, no. This year, no. Impossible.
That's okay. You know what? That's fine. We will let Gustavo rest. He's worked hard enough. It's fine.
I'm happy for my man. Like he's really happy there in Brazil, and I'm happy for him because like if he wants to travel to somewhere, he can go now. When you are a pro player, you can't. Like somehow after losing kickoff top 3. We spent 5 days in Ireland. Me, my wife, Shannon, and Cortesia. Somehow. It was like a miracle. But only because we lost.
Só porque perderam, verdade.
Hey, you know what, bro? There are upsides and downsides to losing and winning, right? So, you know, winning, you get to win and people like you. Losing, you get to travel to Ireland. So fuck it, bro. So ups and downs, not too bad at all. But I was going to say, I don't want to hold you for too much longer. That is my time, Aspas, right? And I appreciate yours a lot, man. This is always wonderful to get to talk to you. And I'll see you next time, all right, brother? GG's, man.
Always a pleasure having an interview with you.
Thank you, brother.
See you next time, bro.
Take care. Bye-bye, man.
Legal, hein? God, velho. God.